Okay, I think I've solved the problem we were having. Cameras are good. Cameras are good. Good. Okay, looking like we have Silver, Lord of the Rings, and Pulp Fiction left to be submitted today, at least in this moment of time. I need to reopen the YouTube chat, so bear with me whilst I pull that up again. YouTube at Decades Arcade. There's this. We need live chat. Pop out chat. Okay, there we go. Go to this group. Snap that there. Move these over. And Bob's your uncle for the 20th time today. Hopefully we have no more issues with the stream. It has been a problem. Had internet go down on us. Bit of an issue. It's actually slow. It's just you guys. Yeah, it's just the tourney making it feel like busy. It's just another day for us. Just another day for us. Yeah, right? I'm so used to just every time that we have the tourneys, it's just swarmed with people in here. Like John Breen last year was a nightmare. Yeah. But we survived, and that's why we decided to do it this way again, even though you'll have problems. All sorts of things. It was software. I rebooted my PC, and it seems like it cleared it up. But so, yeah, how we doing, everybody? I am currently sitting at 5 strikes. We are getting close to me being knocked out. If I lose miserably this next game, well, yours truly will be parked on this here commentary. But we are, yeah. Twitch TV / Decades Arcade, and then also on YouTube as well. Yep. Still got these 3 games left to be submitted for round 5. Should be getting kind of close. They had a actual tie.
Actual tie, 1 silver, Jesse and Paul Yates.
Jesse and Paul Yates got a tie.
So we had to consult the rule book.
So what did they have to do? They do a 1-ball shootout, coin flip?
The prevailing theory is a 1-ball shootout. Let me go see what.
So 1-ball shoot. Yeah, okay. So it sounds like our owner, Paul Yates, and Jesse had to do something to resolve a complete tie. You don't see that too often. Oh, my goodness. My apologies about the constant 1-ball shootout. Okay. All right, who's up?
That's Paul's.
Paul's currently up. All right.
I don't know if that was a tie for first or second or whatever.
Yeah. That's looking good. And then I want to put Twitch Decades up here. But we don't need audio. Good. Yes. That is all good. Man, that bell is driving me crazy.
Oh, ice ball.
Yeah, it just sucks that you have to tear the thing completely apart to fix it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, let us go down through our list of standings at the moment, if I can figure out where I put it. There's the group. So currently sitting in first with 2 strikes is Ben Dudden. Second is Laura Fraley with 3. John Cahotis with 3. Mr. Purdy's got 4. Oh, my God, my voice is cracking as well. Malcolm Dyson with 4. Doug Haight with 4. Scott Searcy with 4. Charlotte Robertson with 4. Dale Price with 4. And then we're starting on our 5 strikes with Chris, Turpin, myself, Joshua Miller, Brian Rodifer, Sid, Jeffrey Gagne with 5. Our 6 strikes are, let's see here. We got Ryan Shapiro, Clark Fraley, David Demas, Levi Parrish, David Plunkett with 6. 7 strikes. We've got Frankie Gilliam, Kira Yates. Frankie Gilliam, Kira Yates, Colin Sartori, Cynthia Slattery. And it looks as though our eliminations so far is Emily Scott, Sam McGeehan, and Anna Kendrickson. Thanks for playing today, folks. As we all know, every bit of our love watching it. We are located in Charlottesville, Virginia. We are Decades Arcade. We are on the downtown mall at 418 East Main Street. I always get it confused with Market. Yes, downtown Charlottesville, Virginia. And we are open currently 4 days a week. Fridays and Saturdays, we are open 12:30 to 10 p.m. Sundays, 12:30 to 7, and Mondays are open 4 to 9. You pay $12 at the door for everything inside. On free play, we've got about 130 games going from 1957 to today. In fact, our newest game is Dungeons & Dragons The Tyrant's Eye by Stern. We've had it for a little over a month now. We did our launch party tournament on, it was last week on Friday. Turned out pretty good turnout. We had about 10 players, and one of the participants of today's tourney is actually the winner. We did have some great plays during that tourney. We had Brian Rodifer walk up to Whitewater with 12 million and walk away with 626. Pretty insane. Looks like we resolved our single ball shootout on silver, and we're waiting on Pulp Fiction and Lord of the Rings. Looks like Pulp is finished, so we're waiting on Lord of the Rings, I guess. I'm gonna mute up and I'll go see what's going on there. Looks like we are on player 2, ball 3, so should be wrapping up here relatively soon. Unfortunately, I had to put the stream cart on the charger, so we don't have live coverage of that for the moment, but once we concede this round, move into the next one, I'll plant us on another table, and we will get to watching some more pinball. While we're waiting, I will leave you guys with a little blurb about our past efforts. So we are currently playing a match play fair strike tourney with 8 strikes. Assigned games, rounds with groups of 3 or 4 players. Winner gets 0, second and third gets 1, and fourth gains 2. 8 strikes and you're out. In past years, we have donated a sizable chunk of money. In fact, last year alone, we donated $1,100 to the Ronald McDonald House charity in Charlottesville, Virginia here. And we've also worked with Project Pinball in the past to place 2 pinball tables, one out of our personal collection, which was a Comet, and we also worked with Project Pinball to purchase a Stern's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we placed on location over at the Ronald McDonald House in 2023. Actually, no, that was last year. No, wait, that was 2023. My blurb is out of date. Either case, we've raised over $1,000 each year that we've done this. This is year 4. It's all going to a good cause, and we have a great time doing it. Yeah, we try our best to do some giving back to the community. Our owner works with the University of Virginia. He's a surgeon, and just the fact that we had the opportunity to work with Ronald McDonald House for that in the past and going forward in the future too. We're hoping to do it again next year and hoping to break records each time we do it. But thank you for your kind words, Flame Boy. Appreciate that. We should be getting close. Like I said, they were player 2, ball 3 when I last looked, and that was a few moments ago. But they are on Lord of the Rings, which is a longer playing game. Someone gets a good run on it, and we could be sitting here for half an hour, 45 minutes while they play their ball. Let me go take a peek as to what's going on, and I will return shortly. Dan is given the call that round 5 is completed. Let's see if we can figure out real fast where we're going. And I will put us on a table, and we will be on our way. Sorry about the flashing of the standings. I'm just waiting on the update to happen here. Should be any moment now. All out of coffee. Damn. What a tragedy. Maybe? Got to be getting close to it. Come on. Come on here. Show us the games. Oh, Dan's saying we lost 3 players so far. Round 5 is now officially closed. There we go. All right, where am I? I am on NBA Fast Break. Okay, what do I want to put us on? I think we're going to go with 8 ball. I should have followed myself. So I'm on fast break right now, and our player 3 is none other than Brian Roddifer, and he is kicking my teeth in that game. He's got like 131, which if you've ever played fast break before, it's got a very weird scoring system. Might be a few minutes before I get to play again, so let's commentate Charlotte here. So this game's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like Stars. There's a couple of different spots. Ooh, nice nudge save. Ooh, very delicately keeping it back into play. Oh, get the break shot, and out it goes. Unfortunate. So yes, just like Stars, there is a number of targets around the board. It lights up the pool balls. Player 1 and player 3 are solids. Player 2 and player 4 are stripes. Basically, light them all, hit the 8 on top, racks up another one, and it's a sustained bonus game. So even if you don't manage to clear an entire rack on your ball, if you walk up to it, play your ball, even if you don't score anything, you will still score bonus for the balls that you sunk the last round. So good way to keep yourself alive in this table. Build that up as quick as possible and then kind of ride it out. Obviously, you don't want to just do that. You want to make shots, and ripping the spinner is one of the big things for this table. When you get it lit, I believe it scores 1,000 per rotation. And also, the table multiplier is the right-hand side. Let's see if I can open my John Madden view here real quick and give us a brief little ditty. So this loop around has a rollover right here. And the more you hit it, the higher it raises. Ooh, nice save there, Robert. Nice save. Yes, so the more you go around this, the higher it raises your table multiplier. And that will score some big bonus at the end of a ball, especially if you've got more than one rack. Okay, I am going to leave you all with this, and I am going to go and see about my round. Am I up or am I not? We will find out shortly. think that was the nail in the coffin for me. We're stepping up to ball 5 on 8 ball. Ooh, that was harsh on Charlotte. This game loves to just throw it into the out lanes. All right, we have Regan stepping up. Clear in. All they've got to do is get the 8, which they just did. I believe that gives them another, ooh, nice save. A lot of floaty action. Not a lot happening. We got the spinner lit. Actually, no, we don't, because we used our break shot. All right. A rollover, which increased our multiplier. I think he's got one more rollover to get ×2. Oh, harsh. Harsh, harsh, harsh. At least we get the bonus from all those held balls. John Cahotas starting his last ball on 8 ball here. Looks like he needs the 15 to clear this rack. And then the 8 ball. The 15 is on the right in lane. And out it goes. Unfortunate break. Unfortunate. So, looking like Robert Peters walks away with 375, 290. Charlotte's got 166, 550. 269, 430 for Regan. And 161, 100 for John Cahotas. Okay, well, that's all fine and dandy. I gotta close my dock here so I can actually... Honestly, what if I do this? What if I put that there? I just shrink this down a little bit here. Okay, cool. Works for me. Well, yes, I unfortunately had a pretty miserable game on fast break. So I won't be. I'm pretty sure that knocks me out of the tournament, Charlotte. I had a pretty miserable game. It is an 8 straight tournament. Let me see here. I might have one more round. If I can figure out where I put it. There it is. There we are. So I'm fairly certain I came in dead last. Oh, I've got 5, so yeah. I'm still in for at least one more round. At least one more. I got one more in me, I guess, before. Okay. Good, good. Get that out. Get that out. Stay alive. I'm going to move over to our standings, mute up, and I will go move the cart so that I can charge it. All right, we're just waiting on that one to be submitted. I didn't actually go and see how many strikes I got out of that. Doesn't matter anyways. I'm just here to play. Just here to play. So far, we've got 3 lemons. This round, we'll probably see a couple more. Looking like Kira has been eliminated, David Plunkett has been eliminated, Colin Sartori, Levi Parrish, David Demas, Frankie Gilliam have all been eliminated. Thanks for playing, folks. Kendall holding down first place with 2 strikes still. Man is on fire today. Yeah, we do still have some Roanoke players alive, Mabe. Mabe Carl, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. 6 more players gone. Wow. Round 6 is being closed. We are into round 7. All right, where am I? Royal Flush. We are going to be watching Metallica for this next round. Just have to update our little doodad here. Change. I need Metallica. There we go. All right, folks, I'm off to my round. We will see you all shortly.
Check, check.
Okay. So it looks like right now we're watching some Metallica. Paul's been having a great day so far. Feeling pretty good. Hit the extra ball. On. 91 or sooner. This is ball 2. So with him, Richmond regulars, Dale Price, Noah Freeland, and Scott Cersei. We've got a Metallica out our way. This one has some quirks to be aware of. I think it's a little bit off center, so just good to be aware of. I think it's a little bit sensitive. And generally, I wouldn't say harder, but it is similar to hard. So just gotta be ready for it. We're going to probably get them together with multi-ball together. And super skill on the great part. Accidentally got it. Take it. Get up there. That did register. Yes, it did. All right. Ball screen, but we have started electric chair multi-ball. You can take some of the jackpots and set up things time. I have to assume that's good there. And of course, Animal is available. And all those big targets. Right now, and it snakes them out. You get a double score. Also gets another ball in play. The main goal, of course, is jackpots. So we have chair shots always available. And also get some mileage on the limits here. That looks like there's 4 super jackpots. Always a good way to bring the score. I do something, because I haven't.
So that means Charlotte Roberts has taken over. Cersei getting control back over the ball, hitting the grave marker. He's not qualified up for Sparky yet. Trapping it up, looks like. He's at 2 mil. Looks like he's going to go and continue to get progress on Sparky. That's the main goal right now. That magnet up top is so squirrely, can never get a good read on the angle. So there's a stand-up and an opto up there that will also qualify that, so that's how he's able to get some of those hits that look like not even touching something. All right, so those lights flashing there. He's got Sparky qualified for the electric chair multi-ball. sinks it like a champion. So we'll sit here, go through the comically ghoulish animation on the DMD there. They have the ball thrown away. We'll rock these. The ball save on this is quite a while, so you see that he's not even saving some of these because he knows he will get them back. I think that was a proper juggle. I think we saw 3 balls go end over end there. Loses one directly off of Sparky. Looks like he's, and tragically loses both to that out lane bounce. So Dale's back up. Him and Cersei neck and neck, so Dale has to put a good lead on this to try to keep Scott from catching up. Hopefully he'll catch up with Paul and Laura. Getting some good bounces, living in the pops. He's got his extra ball lit, so he'll get one to plunge out. Collects that. Playing with the lights, trying to go for something. Good save there. Bounce off the flipper tip. His first danger as he's trying to shake it back to life. Sinks it in. Snake needs 3 more to qualify for the multi-ball. All right, and he needs 1 more ramp shot to qualify. I believe it's Justice. Oh, he's already in Justice for All. There we go. Now, I am a novice when it comes to... Metallica, so I believe this one is shooting the ramps on opposite sides. You keep alternating to score. I believe it's those quickly flashing spider shots. Earns enough for a replay. Keeps it. Ooh! Loses all the momentum on the snake. Drops it all. Lady Justice hands down the death sentence with that. He's got 1 to plunge out. Takes him just above to where he might still be able to take it from Furlan if Furlan... Sorry, not Furlan, if Laura has some terrible, terrible luck. All right. Paul steps back up. Going for the super skill shot. Manages to get it just in time. Let's see what he's got. Ooh. Is that going to be saved? That is saved. If you don't hit enough with enough of the juice going up those ramps, they will reject you every time. Bounces. He's got a long way to go for Sparky. Oh hey, we've started a music mode. So crank it up. No fade to black. I'm still learning all the different multi-ball modes to actually get into this. Every time I hit that captive ball for dear life so I can get the extra ball and just relax. Oh yeah. Sounds good. I talk loud, so I try not to blow out things, but correction from Josh, now I'm no longer giving ASM artist commentary. But yeah, racking up the jackpots with the loops. Fumbles it just a touch. 6 from that, from Fade to Black. Bonus collects out, and Paul is still our pace setter at 51 mil. Let's see what Laura can do. Yeah, Paul's really been in a groove for a little while with these games. Terrific job. Laura gets a reject down the center off of the cross target. Saves it from happening again with the snake and then loses. Oh my god. Will bonus be enough to inch her over Dale? Let's find out. Yeah. So Scott playing for the chance to avoid 2 more strikes. Gets the reject off the cross target and does not get the ball save. So that leaves us with Ferlin keeping his 5-strike streak intact. Dale and Laura both getting 1, and Scott getting 2 for 6. Good games, honestly. So as they're getting that all recorded down, let's take a look at our player standings. So we're sitting over at Jaws, being the last game in play now that Metallica's done. Kendall, Cam, Robert, and Ben, and they are our top performers right now, so who knows how long they'll be going. There we are. So we've got a couple of new eliminations so far. Chris, Clark, Jesse, and Cynthia and Matthew have all been eliminated, sitting at 15. We still got a couple of people in, still going, no eliminations from that, so we'll be sitting pretty at 15 plus 8 would be 23 players. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, with a total of 13 players possibly fighting for their lives depending on how the next games go. Our friends with 6 strikes want to try to avoid placing dead last, and then everyone at 7 needs the win. But it's not about the wins, it's about the love of the game. Personally, every time I'm on here, all I am shooting for is to not come dead last. I want to play at least one more game that I'm guaranteed. If I can do that, I'm quite happy. Yeah, just about. Is Jaws almost over? Because it is a fairly long playing game for some of the modern Sterns. Modes come pretty easily. Captive ball and the shark starts them.
3, 2, 1. Okay. So, Robert, Cam. So, yeah, our victors for Jaws. Robert Peters came in first, then Cam, then Kendall, then Ben. Let's go ahead and get ourselves situated for our next round. As soon as this shows up, I will go move the table, or the table cam. Are you out, Charlotte?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right.
I'm still seeing on 5 strikes. I managed to win Congo.
Nice, nice.
Really helped me out. How about you? You still in it?
I think so. I may have. Let's see here. Yeah, that puts me at 7. So I gotta win every game until I'm done. 8 players sitting at 7 strikes. That's crazy.
That's not counting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players sitting at P6 who are also in danger if they get bottom place.
I'm on blackout.
Blackout firepower.
All right.
Shuttle station, Dr. Doolittle.
All right. Cool. We'll put it on blackout because that's where I'm gonna be.
All right.
Coming down, going to blackout, coming down, Breen's going to blackout. Pardon me, everybody, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I was gonna say hot shit coming through, but he's already here. There's that. What's my battery at? 50. We should add it up. All right. We got 3.
Ryan up to bat right now. We sitting pretty on our third ball already? Dang. All right. Working those upper rollovers to get that bonus. This is such a bonus-heavy game that matters an incredible amount. Rolls up and down, also awarding the bonus there on our bonus counter. He's got the 3X right now. And it looks like he's also completed a bank of 3 drains. But that takes it. Ryan with the win, knocking out Paul and Josh. Well, oh no, not knocking out? No, that says game over, so yeah, that's it. But Josh is going to be moving the rank here in a minute. And I'm going to go play my next ball on Dr. Dude.
Well, folks, that does it for me. I am officially out. Let's see what our standings are here. Okay, we got a couple of games still going. Let me figure out where this is. Hey. But yes, we got a couple of games still going. Firepower was wrapping up. They were on ball 2. Paragon. Well, it's Paragon. It'll be over shortly. Space Shuttle, I didn't quite get a look at. Slick Chick is obviously very quickly done. And then Dr. Dude, last I knew, Robert Peters was on there finessing. Getting the hand actions all over it. He's got that swag leg that he does. Keeping the ball in play. There we go. It's strange. The mute button on this microphone is its volume. You have to hold it. And then tap it to turn it off. Either way. We got more pinball for everyone here. We're going to leave the stream cart off for just a few moments. And we'll come back here and yet again talk about Decades Arcade, who we are, where we are, and what we do. So we are Decades Arcade. We are a free-to-play arcade located in Charlottesville, Virginia on the downtown mall. You can find us also online at decadesarcade.com. We have about 130 titles inside with 35 pinball tables going from 1957 to brand new. Our newest table is Dungeons & Dragons by Stern. We just had our launch party last weekend for it. And our oldest table is silver, all the way from 1957. Most of our arcade fare inside is late 80s and early 90s stuff. So you can see stuff like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rampage, Tekken, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, Mario Bros, Donkey Kong, Frogger, Galaga, Dig Dug, Tempest, Atari, Star Wars, Asteroids, and that's just a small scraping of what we actually have here. You pay $12 at the door for a 2-hour pass, and everything inside is set to free play with the exception of our toy crane, and that is just 25 cents to play, mostly just because you win little doodads out of it. But everything else, we've either just got set to free play mode, or we've wired in a very simple credit up button that you just press, and it makes the game think you put a quarter in. No cards, no tokens, no tickets, no prizes, nothing like that. Well, with the exception of the toy crane. We're constantly moving some games around. Sounds like we will have another small shuffle of games here. I was lost for the word there for a moment. But yes, a small shuffle of games here soon. We are probably going to be retiring our old full court frenzy that doesn't like to move around. And when it does move around, it doesn't know what it's doing. So I think it's time to retire that. We have another basketball game that we're going to set up in its place. This one, thankfully, takes up a little bit less space, so maybe we'll bring in another couple of cabinets. I know we're finally probably going to be pulling our copy of Tron out from the owner's house. How goes it, Dan? It's going okay. I think that sounds like a Paul Ferlin thing to do. Beat everyone on Slick Chick. For those of you who do not know, Paul Ferlin is our EM tech.
And he did fix that game. That was the first EM he got put on all tournament. And that was the one he fixed this morning. So
Nice. Yeah, good. I'm glad that it was fixed easily so that we could keep it alive. And
That's right. The play over deck.
yeah, exactly. We're coming down the wire here, Dan. Losing a lot of people, myself included. I did not make it through last round. I've had like a run of luck with the late 80s Williams and lately, so Firepower and Blackout. And Black Knight, too. I've had a couple of good games by myself playing those. It's just anytime I'm in competition, I can't. With the exception of when I put the 520 up on Blackout first week of League there. So, yeah. Probably. But, no, I moved to... My grinding games have been Target Alpha and Royal Flush lately. So, I was a little disappointed. I did go up on Royal Flush last round, the round before this one. And got second, but still, it's been dogging me so bad, and it did the same thing to Malcolm too. Like you get so close to rolling it. Like Malcolm just got 99,740 on it, and I've had a couple of games myself that were in that range, like 98, 99, counting down the bonus. Like come on! Aw. Check our table standings here. Looking like boop, boop. The stream itself has like a 60-second delay on it, but if I just open it up in a browser, it's instantaneous. So, but I also managed to incorporate. So, like, if I do this, I can do John Madden vision. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Can you do that over the game?
Yes. Yep, I do have that set up. Originally, I wanted it on my laptop so that I could do it on the touch screen. It's just, I'm kind of using it. If I had another system, it might be something different, but... I feel like they haven't been seeding very well. Like, we haven't gotten I think Jaws once or twice. I played Star Wars, yeah. So it seems like everything's got... I could just check. Does it show me? Stats. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's see here. Our most played game so far is Pioneer with 4 rounds. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Star Trek's been played. Pulp Fiction got 1. Foo Fighters got 1. Star Trek did. Star Wars did. Metallica did. Jaws did. D&D. Hey, thanks for playing, man. All right, I'm going to mute up and go peruse the crowd for a moment. We will be back shortly. We got one last game. I'm going to go see how far along it is. All right. Well, our last round of big game is coming along. First play, we are on ball 3, player 3. Player 1 walked away with 1.5 million. Player 2, 10.7 million. Player 3 with 5.5 and going up still. And player 4 is currently sitting at 610,000. They got a lot of work to put in to catch up to the rest of the crowd here. Hopefully they can pull through. I believe it is Dan Purdy in player 4. All right, back in a few, folks. Okay, we have finished the last round. Any moment now, we will see our next games. Eight players out that round. Hot damn. Big fall off. Sounds like we're going to be wrapping this up sometime soon. We got a lot of players sitting at that cutoff point. Kendall dropped down a few places. Paul Furlan's holding steady at third. Said they're active. Doctor Do, Dungeons and Dragons, Doctor Who, and Star Trek. Okay. Haha. Yes, I hear myself well. Got it on D&D. It is a little blurry, but please bear with me. I'll try my best to show off what about our outside? Connection successful. We lost our stream audio, but let me see if I can fix that real fast. Da-da-da. Stop when not visible. There we go. Now we got our table audio. A little difficult to see just because the camera's blown out and I didn't adjust it beforehand. We've been trying to do everything quickly so that we're not holding up the tournament too much. Yes, this is going to be an elim round for all of our players except for our winner. So a little cutthroat action. Now D&D is kind of an interesting game. I gotta take my monitor off. The slight delay is getting to me. There we go. Now I'm not messed up by that. So yes, as I was trying to say, Dungeons & Dragons has a lot of things going on. It has a couple of different multi-balls that you can do. And the easiest one to do is Dragon, which is hitting this guy right here. You hit him enough times to spell out Dragon, and then there's either the ramp shot here or this lane here. We'll start the Dragon multi-ball. The Dragon multi-ball is kind of unique. Basically, there is, I think it's up to 8 balls at a time on the table, and your objective is to just strike the dragon, I think 10 times, maybe 9 or 10 times, I forget exactly how many, before you drain out a certain number of balls. And if you manage to complete killing the dragon, you go into what's called Town Celebration multi-ball. You get no ball save, but basically it's just victory laps. Now Malcolm is inside our shop here right now, selecting items. Didn't quite get a look at what he has. So you started a mode, and this one is Chase the Dog, which basically you want to hit the 3 purple shots. He has an opportunity to, oh, damn. Game decided it didn't want to cooperate with him. So yes, basically shoot the 3 shots, chase the dog, shoot the center shot to collect, and that advances. Okay, We got a ramp, which is going to give us the opportunity to start a mode. Cycling through. Doesn't look like he's picking any of the... Oh, actually he is traveling, I believe. Didn't hit either of the blue shots to start, but here we go. We got one. Looks like we're being attacked by an owlbear. Hit a couple of different shots to attack the owlbear. Okay, so the other multi-ball for this game involves this guy right here, this cube. Now this lane over here periodically will drop down. I don't remember exactly how to qualify it, but once that ramp drops down, you shoot at it, and there's like I think it's a 12% chance the first time that the gelatinous cube catches it. After you've gotten one in there, you can either knock it right out, start a 2-ball version of it. You can lock one in the bottom side by entering this lane here, this right orbit. It will there's a magnet lock. It will hold the ball there, and then you kick it out from there. There's also another way to start a 3-ball. So you lock the top, you lock the bottom, then you make the left-hand shot again, knock it out of the top, and that will start the 3-ball. Apparently there's a way to start it as a 4-ball by getting it into this section over here, the mimic chest. I'm not entirely sure on how exactly that works, but it does. Oh, tragic. Looks like he was up against a bullet. What do we have up next? Looking like John stepping up. Currently, I'm having a little hard time reading the scores, but it does kind of look as though player 2 may have somewhere around 90 million. Nice action. Got up to a G. Start a mode. Can we start a mode and carry it into the dragon multi-ball? That will be perfect for him right now. And out it goes. See, the shield button would have saved you there. However, there is a bit of a delay, I've noticed. You hit the button, it takes a few seconds before it pops up. Thankfully, with the shield, though, it stays up for quite a while. If you select the wizard, it actually stays up for even longer. So we are chasing the dog again. Malcolm back on the table, gets a ball save. There we go, chasing the dog still. I think we've actually got one more shot to catch the dog. Don't go in that left out lane. Get the ramp, come on. Oh, a little late. It's okay. Oh, that left out lane was begging for his ball. Begging for it. Ryan stepping up. Yet again, like I mentioned before, this is a elim. Oh, I know why it looks weird. It's the chroma key. That's what's going on. I see. No worries. Looks fine to me. Maybe a little wonky on the sides, but it's fine. Okay. A ball save. Hit a lit shot. We are currently investigating a mine, fending off a bullet. Got that left out lane. Again. Ever so hungry. Dying for everyone's ball. Malcolm stepping back up. Oh, actually, it's Ryan's ball. Or, wait a second. I forget exactly who this is. I think this is John. Yes. All right. Got another shot on the dog. I think we got one left until we complete the mode. Now the magnet coming out from the treasure chest into the underside of the cube. Okay. We have the opportunity to start dragon. Another shot on the dog. We've completed the dog, which is good. We've caught him. isn't going anywhere. So yeah, still some bugs with the stream that I'd like to iron out before our next stream. But hey, we got a couple of months before the next big one, and we're probably going to be doing some smaller things in between now and then. Starting another mode, what are we going to pick? I believe this is a travel mode. I believe we're fighting rats at the moment. Rats eliminated. Oh, harsh. All right. That does it for our round of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to actually step away and look over here so I can actually see who won. Looking like our victor. We have player 1 with 49, player 2 with 45, and player 3 with 62. Congratulations to all our players. Unfortunately, it sounds like 2 of those players are going home after this round. Let's switch over to our player standings real quick here to see where we are at. Got a couple of games still in progress. I'm going to go mute up and check to see what's going on. I gotta get some background music or something. Something that you guys can listen to whilst I'm fiddling around with everything else. Okay, so we're moving right along. Just had 8 players elimed last round. Let's go ahead and look at our standings here, and we'll go over a couple of things real fast. Currently have a tie for first place between Robert Peters and Cam Harry. Harry? I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce his name. Paul Ferlin and Kendall holding down with 5 strikes in third place. Fifth place, we've got a tie between a whole bunch of people. Hey, what's going on?
Doctor Who just finished?
Doctor Who just finished, huh?
Man, I got that 4X jackpot.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
One shot away from killing Davros, too.
I actually got 2. Or
Yeah,
the other
you
one
got
might have went
2.
down to 3. But
Ah, So did you get into the Davros mode or no?
No.
Okay.
More shot to qualify it, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because as far as I know, you have to complete 2 waves of Daleks.
Yeah.
But if you get the multiplier up to 6, and then you start with the Supremes or whatever, and as soon as you clear them, you go right into Davros. Yeah. It all depends on what tier of Dalek you're fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, the ramp was being a little stingy to me. Nobody else got up to 4x. That ramp
Yeah.
was being stingy right now.
Oh, come on. The strategy is straightforward. Just pick Dr. Six, do it 3 times. You don't have to keep fucking around with it.
We were all picking
Yeah.
6 and multiple times.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, great. Great stuff.
Didn't have any stuff ball. That game got picked on the first round, and that first group had 4 stuff balls in that one game.
Did you have to put it on the flipper each time?
Yeah.
Ugh. What a pain. What a pain. Well, at least Doctor Who cooperated with your group. So.
So funny. You schooled me that one game we had, like, my second time ever playing with you.
Yeah.
Rock the multiplier, hit the jackpot. I was like, everything that I've ever done has been meaningless in life.
Well, I played, Space Shuttle. I generally don't play multi-ball strategy for group play, So I usually play shuttle strategy, and Ethan cued me in that, like, spinner strategy is really good.
Yeah, spinner strategy's
Yeah,
huge.
so the spinner strategy worked out for me so well, and it was a little rickety, but I was consistently getting the spinner and raking
Scraping,
raking all 3 drop targets, and I got the drop target value up, or the spinner value up, more than I had ever had before, and I ended up with like 2 million points on Space Shuttle with getting 1 accidental lock, never hitting the center ramp once, just spinner strategy. Yeah, never got a shuttle completion. Yeah.
And did you? I'm assuming doing that spinner strategy, you were going for raising your multiplier. What'd you get the multiplier up
I
to?
got it up to 5x.
5x.
My good ball.
Yeah. Because that goes up to what, 9, right?
It's 7.
7.
Maximum
Okay.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like roller games. My favorite game ever. Yeah. Nobody likes roller games.
No, okay. I'll be blunt. I like Derby games, but it doesn't play very well.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
I have not played an actual roller games,
I've
so.
got correct play roller games in my house.
Ah, okay.
I base my rating on.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
If I only got to play Derby games, it would not be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the game that kind of, taught me pinball. It was the first one I ever played on
Right.
arcade.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
that was the first one I ever played.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Yeah.
And I do think the rules are better. Like, if it's just an evolution of high speed, the rules are better. Be able to get multiple jackpots in one multi-ball is better than high speed. And just the other, like, kind of things that keep your interest, the Williams bonus and the random awards and, like, all these other things. Like, I think
It's got a lot to do.
it just keeps your interest better than high speed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is 4 years newer.
Well, you know why it's inferior to high speed though? You can't rev it before you plunge the ball. Yeah, you can't just sit there and rev it over and over and over. Not that it does anything. It just satiates that little monkey brain. Yeah, exactly. The ball sounds faster. Yeah.
Well, I still want to play a Stern before the night's over.
It's not happening, Dan. It's not happening. You're gonna get cursed with nothing but Gottliebs. Okay, so I do believe our last couple of games, Star Trek might be just about finished at this point. All right. I'm gonna follow you out. This is a wireless microphone, after all. We may not be looking at it, but they can still hear me talk about it. So we are currently player 1 with 24, player 2 with 38, player 3 with 28, and player 4 only has 4 mil, but I'm not entirely sure. We have ball 2, ball 3? Player 2, ball 3. All right. You got this, Ferlin.
Unfortunately, the only one behind me is Robert.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, no, it's just he starts throwing that stank leg, you just take him out. Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be your corner, though. Like, you
Okay, we're almost finished with the round 9. I'm going to mute up and take a quick break, and I will be back shortly, folks. Down to the wire here, folks. We only have a few people left in the tourney. All right, and we got Cam leading the pack here. 4 strikes. Robert Peters, Paul Furlan, and Dan Purdy. Kendall Tawes all with 6. Laura, John, Scott, and Charlotte all sitting here with 7. Everyone else is out. We got Target Alpha, Silver, and 8-Ball. Let me go move the cart, and I will be right back, folks. All right, we got Silver as our next round here. Sorry about the delay. I had a brief encounter with the vending machine. Don't you love it? Where are we here? We need to change, and we need to go to Silver. There we are. We got Robert Peters, Laura Fraley, Kendall. This is a single-player EM, so basically each player will play all 5 of their balls individually. It is also a tilt ends game type of game. This is, in fact, our oldest EM in-house here. Robert doing pretty good, keeping it alive. It is a blessing and a curse, those gobble holes on the sides. Granted, it does award you 300K each time you hit it, or each time you go in, but it ends your ball. And there's another 3. Looking like Robert is walking away with 318, maybe? Yeah. 180,000. The scoring on this game is weird. I'm always confused about how to read it, but I believe it is 3,180,000. And that is the proper way. Laura Fraley stepping up. I will definitely have to consider a new spot for my face cam next time, because it appears that we get a lot of forehead cams. Not that that's a problem. Yo, what's going on, Bag? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We are getting towards the end of our tourney today. We have done 9 rounds so far. This is round 10. Love me some pinball. Oop. This is an electromechanical game from 1957. As you can see, we got the very short little single-inch flippers here. Definitely changes up the game. Laura's really getting into leaning over top of the camera and the table here. That's fine. Gobble Hole takes it up. Dun-dun-dun. So, Boog, how are you today? What's happening, my dude? Also, when are you going to come visit the arcade, man? You're not that far away. Yes, another thing that you can do to progress this game along is getting the letters to spell out Silver, lighting them by hitting the center target It spins around each time you hit. Just chilling, enjoying the games. Well, glad to hear it. That's what we're here for. One day you will. One day. One day. How's my audio? Everything should be good. We're using a bit of a weird setup here today. Originally, I was going to have the PA turned on to do like announcements and stuff, but that didn't quite work out as planned. No worries. I was short one cable, so we had to make a sacrifice. It just so happened to be the PA speaker. That's fine now. Okay. Laura has the angle it's at. I can't see how many balls have been played, but we're currently sitting at 3-5, 3-6, 3-7. We've already passed Robert. Doing pretty good on this. Spin to win, shows the letter. You hit the letter, it lights it up top. Our table doesn't seem to abide by its number or lettering. So, Laura walking away with 4,270,000. Not a bad score. Kendall stepping up. We're getting down to the wire here. We only have a few players left. Go ahead and look at some of our stats here. Currently, first place is Cam with only 4 strikes. We got Robert, Paul Ferlin, and Dan Purdy, and Kendall all tied for second with 6. Laura Fraley, John, Scott, Cersei, Charlotte. Last few staying alive in this tournament here today. Yours truly got knocked out. I finished 22nd out of 35. Granted, with it being a strike tournament, there is, people who will have the same amount of strikes knocked out on that same round. So they all kind of get the same ranking at the end of the day. Kendall's managed to accrue just over 2 million. Get the ball going. There is a rollover in the center of the table that will award points too. Now basically, my strategy for this game is just try your best to get it back up top and get that 1, 2, 3, 4 rollover. If you can do that, you can light up all those pops up top. You just got to keep slamming it back up there. The other strategy is basically going for the lit targets. As you can see, every time the score reel moves, it cycles between them. You hit the lit one, score is 50K, or 300K when it's lit. All right, Kendall walking away with 4,200,040. Not a bad game. Has an EM. It's a very short round. Hey, how you doing, Kitmans? It is a cool game. For being from 1957, it has quite a bit of charm, and surprisingly enough, out of all the tables here at Decades Arcade in the 5 years that I've worked here, I believe this is the one that has been the most reliable out of all of them. So don't knock old electromechanical table. They may say that, the older the table, the more problematic they are. That's a lie. That's a bull-faced lie. Some of these games are more bulletproof than games from the 90s. Games like Simpsons Pinball Party. That's actually early 2000s game. That game fails all the time. Whereas in this one, I think we've had to maybe put like a coil in. So general wear and tear stuff, nothing major. Okay, let us go ahead and check out our player standings here. We haven't had any submissions yet, so let me refresh our page. Yeah, no submissions just yet, but we are getting closer. Closer, closer, closer. Thank you for all the admiration in the chat. Do appreciate that. So yes, Target Alpha had Charlotte, Scott, and John. Silver had Robert, Laura, and Kendall. 8 Ball had Cam, Paul, and Dan. And I believe we are probably getting close to the end of this round. Those were all pretty quick playing EM tables. I think 8 Ball is probably the longest playing out of all of them. So let me go take a double check and see where we're at. Hopefully we'll move our table cam to our next round here very quickly.
All right, and we're sitting back pretty with our final 2 games. Flash Gordon and Foo Fighters. Go ahead and get back to the standings here. Whichever one, yeah. So 6 and 7 strikes for our final players. Still anyone's game. I think Josh may actually have us set up over here on Foo Fighters. Getting some. All right. Getting this set up here on Foo Fighters. There we go. Dan, Cam, and Kendall fighting it out. Oop. Yeah. I leave marks all the time, everywhere.
That's okay.
I so badly want to turn into John Madden. Apparently.
That's why it's on.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Everyone knows that you get the best MS Paint drawings by using a trackpad.
No, that's terrible.
That's what you just gave me, so it's fine.
We'll just give you like the shittiest Wacom tablet.
Yeah. All 7 levels of sensitivity. Yeah. Like, I learned drawing on those things. Like, I always loved those things. All right, I think we're getting the game started.
All right, 3 players. Let's get it. Good luck, guys.
Oh, I missed Dan's choice of song to critique it. But the general idea, I think, behind what good players go for, this is certainly not my strategy, is to get a ball locked into the Overlord. Once you get that, that'll set you up for all my life multi-ball. And the idea is those currently lit white shots. So he's got the one lock on the Overlord. After that, all he's got to do is hit the white shots. Start a mode with the van shot. That'll be that left ramp. And then activate that during the mode.
Thank you for the raid for Pinball in DC and VA. And also, we are Decades Arcade in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is our 4th annual John Breen Memorial Charity Pinball Tournament. Thank you for joining us today, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? We are getting down to our last couple of rounds in our tournament here today. We have a couple of our mainstay players and on Foo Fighters right now. We actually only have 2 games going at the moment, so we are probably down to our last 2 rounds. Probably one more round after this, unless we have like a head-to-head sort of situation at the end. But that's true. We may have to figure out 3rd and 4th place. We have a number of prizes from a bunch of different vendors like Reclaim Arcade, Tip Top Pinball, Center of the Universe, Roanoke Pinball, or is it Richmond? I think it's Roanoke. Yeah, Roanoke. Oh, right. So we do have okay, so I did forget to put one company on my list of donors today. Oh, damn. That's Foo Fighters is really brutal about that. Like, if you get too much momentum on the top, it just throws it right down the middle. Yes, it is. It's the same thing with D&D and, well, not so much Godzilla, because, like, that one had a little bit of, like, a break in between. But, yeah, basically, if you build up too much speed, you'll just throw it right down the center if you miss it. Okay. But yes.
That upper right flipper really doesn't help you out, because with enough speed, it'll send it right to that left out lane.
Kendall utilizing the ball saver here. Not quite getting it up to go a lap around. Let's see here. Oh, brutal post. All right. Our tournament organizer, Daniel Purdy, stepping up to the plate here. He and Cam are currently tied for first place in the tourney, 6 strikes. Everyone else has 7. This is an 8-strike tourney today, so basically anyone else, if they don't win, they're out. Oop, Dan getting a tilt warning. Careful. He was all excited about being able to actually play a modern CERN today, so hopefully he doesn't choke.
Is this one of the games that awards tilt warnings back if you complete certain modes?
I don't specifically know. I'll be completely honest. I don't like this table, so I have not bothered to study it. I am not a fan of this. I await the day when we finally decide to get rid of this and invest in a King Kong. Although I'd rather, I'll keep saying it, I'd rather we bought an Evil Dead, but it is what it is. It's so cool looking.
Trying to go for the All My Life multi-ball so he can stack them up and do double duty on those ramps. All right. All My Life is a 2-ball multi-ball with the ability to add a ball if he completes certain tasks. I want to say it's not a numerical jackpot limit. There is something special to hit multiple times to get an add a ball. But they're still in play, saved by the ball save. Just let another one through the box. But he comes back down to the base mode, has a second on his mode, and does not get the chance to complete it in time. Does not lose the ball, though, so all he needs to do is reshoot that van shot. Josh is away, so I get to John Madden it up. Yeah. Makes that once again, that lit shot there, and he'll be back in it. You'll stick around saving him. Different from the overdrive save, and definitely not his earned ball save from hitting all the bot stand-ups. There. Oh, there? Dan trapped up, trying to hit that van shot, rejected off the post, down the drain. It's a tough break, but he increased his score by a factor of 10, sitting at, I believe, 32 mil. Cam's back up to the bat, looking to sink and lock that ball in the Overlord, completely ignoring the skill shots, picks up the Taylor combo. I do not have any of those memorized. Apparently there's some secret ones on Jaws too, but if you are getting the status, you're able to pull it up in Jaws, so. Manages to get a skill shot. I didn't realize Cam still had time on that light. Dead drop, trapping up. Cam, is he going to go for the backhand to get the van shot? Does, hits the post, rejects. There we go. Beautiful backhand from Cam. And what is that? Stick around mode? I believe this mode, I think it's predicated on making consistent, repeatable shots. So you see, after he hit the Overlord, all the rest of the purple lights went away. So when he hits those switches, he has to make that shot again in time to complete the mode. I believe that's a finish and a drain on both the mode and the ball. All right. Cam's at 46 mil, it looks like. Jumped ahead of Dan, but that is not a lot in Foo Fighters. Any amount of progress in a mode will definitely get you that, and as they're coming up on ball 3, if they've gotten any Combotron, that's what the action button will grant shoot some combos. It'll give you some credits on that. Smack that center button as much as you can in a mode, and you'll just rack up the millions. Yeah. There we go. Back to life. I'm sure y'all missed my exciting commentary, as I know the barest amounts of the rules. Mostly that's because I would sit and just crank on these machines when they were brand new to try to get better. Those are the only ones. Yeah. Yeah, I did good on Doctor Who. Dan did better. I learned how to play the game from him. So Dan's starting that looks like Area 51 mode? Or no, he's just in Roswell. He has not started the multi-ball for Area 51. Saved by his bot-earned ball save. Oh. Does he get the tilt? Double danger, keeping him at his score. Oh, no, I take it back. Up to 50. Might be enough to hold Cam and Kendall at bay if they are not lucky. Lady Luck does not shine on them. All right, Cam immediately goes to start All My Life multi-ball. Bird in the hand versus 2 in the bush, I suppose. Rocking those loops. Still saved by the ball save. Earns the replay. And I believe with 2 balls trapped, that takes him out in front of Dan. Dan Purdy guaranteed at least 1 strike. God, it's so easy to get lost when you're not playing this game in the Hanna-Barbera-esque art for this game. As much as people are sick of the music by this point, because the game is 2 years old at least, I love the opportunity and relish getting to just watch the cartoons play. All right. Cam still in the mode, raking up the last bits of jackpot for All My Life. Up and loses out the right out lane. No! Oh, I forget that the Overlord releases when you finish the mode. All right.
Let's get this 5 million.
Cam starts the Combotron. I've never seen this screen before, so. But hey, manages to jump straight into another multi-ball. We've got Combotron multi-ball. So as he makes the lit shots, the circular lights are considered the Combotron shots. There, there, and there. They're on all the shots, so if he can keep stacking them, and as you make one, their patterns shift, so you can't keep doing loops around the left side. Do that, and I believe it'll award the jackpot points displayed on screen. Ball save saves Cam, so he's still in it with 3 balls. projector around the lamp. Uses up his overdrive save on the left out lane there. All right, cool. Back there. One down the middle after trying to save the two in the trap. But is doing enough juggling to keep him alive. All right. In a preferred state, being able to keep one ball trapped up and try to make the aimed shots. God, the right out lane saves Cam again. Again, that bot stand-up target award. Extra ball's lit. He hits it with that bottom right stand-up right here in front of the kicker. Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely crushing it. He's got multipliers on the side ramps now from making all the combos, finishing 2 modes. He's back down to 1 ball. All right, so what's Cam going for now? He's got an extra ball he can't play, can only plunge it. Because we're only allowing 1 extra ball on games that don't have DMDs or color TVs. Ooh, okay. He's in red mode. I think that's Nevada. I believe that is a moving shot. Cam hits the Overlord to end that. The Overlord shot finishes every mode in the game as you increase that that counter up there on the top screen. An unfortunate bounce smacks the Combotron right at the end of his last ball and gets to skillfully plunge. An extra ball on the skillful plunge. If I had luck like that, I'd be going out and getting scratchers. And now ball save's going to make him do it again. Get to watch the pretty Silver Marble go around the wire form there. And now no pressure for Kendall Tawes. He's got to double his score at a little bit over doubling his score to stay in the game. Oh no, I apparently can't do math. He's got to beat Cam. So Kendall's gonna need to top Cam's score over the course of 4 different modes. He's a good player, and ball 3 magic can happen to anyone. It's not quite set up for the multi-ball stacking strategy right now, but is just going to keep on working the table. So the bank of 3 drop targets right here. As you make those and they go down, they will upgrade the van in the van modes to either award more points per shot, give you more time to make your shots, or automatically complete certain shots. Oh, Kendall loses it straight down the center after the Overlord kickback, bringing him to the end. So Cam skates by, 6 strikes, has 2 more to go until he's out. Dan's at 7, needs to win his next game in order to take it. So let's switch back over to our standings. All right, so we're adjudicating some stuff. If Scott Cersei has left, Dan making the ruling that he gets 4th place for having fewer strikes. Yep. That ruling may not stay, though. We're talking it about right now. But regardless, we will have another 3-player game. And with Cam at 6 strikes, Dan Purdy and Laura Fraley at 7 strikes, there's a potential if Dan and Laura can pull it out that we go into one more game in a head-to-head. Dan Purdy recapping that now. And we are possibly finishing this tournament out on Whitewater. Josh is currently moving the rig over to Whitewater right now. A classic Williams, plays great, flows well. And I'm giving every viewer a slight amount of motion sickness as Josh sets things up. So the aim of Whitewater is going to be locking balls. Lock 3 balls up here after hitting the 2 stand-ups beside. And that'll earn you Whitewater mode. So Whitewater is interesting because the initial plunge, the skill is plunging with just enough strength, as you see Cam trying to test it out scientifically. It's so finicky to not have it go fully so it comes back down, and then you'll use that upper right flipper to send it where you need to go. When you don't have the locks lit, it'll send it back up through this vertical up kicker and give you another chance to shoot either this lane, that'll send it all the way back down to the inner lanes, or in the whirlpool mode. When lit green, it'll start whirlpool modes, individually lit and changed when the pop bumpers are hit down here. And they'll award plenty of interesting things, including a score attack mode as you are trying to repetitively, like Cam's in right now, send the balls back up to the upper playfield and sink them in that same upper whirlpool shot. Other rewards can include lighting the extra ball stand-up, which is located just above our right kicker here. And the incredible 5 times playfield bonus that lasts for 30 seconds. So Cam loses the ball, but racks up a cool 40 million ball 1. He's just qualified his first ball lock and gets it with a menacing laugh. And that's one of the things I do love about Whitewater. All the sounds on it, the vocals are incredible. I'm a big fan of any pinball between this and Game of Thrones that shouts water at you when you get the triple multi-ball. So Cam started man overboard mode, where he has to make the shots that are lit. So hits that left orbit, which draws it all the way around to the pops, earning him another 25 mil. Still on lock 1, but he's hitting the combos, advancing his raft. These start at 2 million, ramp up with each lit shot until 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 million. And doing that and completing all of the whirlpool modes over here, I believe gets you to Wet Willies, which is the wizard mode. Cam locks ball 2, gets an opportunity to go ahead, plunge it up skillfully to the upper playfield, and attempt to collect the next raft to advance. Gives it too much juice, sends it around. but gets a ball save on the plunge. Whirlpool awarded. Let's see what he's got. Now, once he's earned these, he's not eligible to recollect them until they're all collected. So he's got to make the most right now of his 5 times playfield bonus. Spends a little bit of time, but starts whitewater mode during the 5X. So he has 18 seconds to make as many shots as he can on this left flashing ramp. Gets won 100 million points in one shot. Is that 3 balls in play still? 2 balls in play. Another 100 million. The 5 times bonus slips away, so now he's back at 40K for a cool 437 million and counting on ball 1 on Whitewater. Advances his raft. Currently in the Boulder Dash, hits another jackpot for 44 mil. And is just playing out the pandemonium. Hits the Bigfoot bluff, gets a cool 2 mil. And that one comes out where that light is flashing. And manages to control it, keeps both balls from going down, hits the orbit, hits the whirlpool. And Cam is also juggling his rollover lights here, so anytime he hits these inner lanes, he's also increasing the bonus that he'll receive at the very end of this ball. Ooh. 1 ball rejected off of the ball lock target. Gives it enough gas up that left orbit to collect his Wrath, reject down the middle. Bounces off the stand-up. Let's see how big this bonus is. So a 5 times bonus, earning him a cool 8 million on bonus, bringing him to 617 million. Dan hiding his intimidation. Setting himself up nicely to advance the RAF. And try to play catch up. Dan gets his first warning, trying to keep it from the drain. He's going to need to use every single one of them now that the competition is this fierce. Reject on that upper ramp. Keeps the ball in play, collects another river letter, locking his first ball. And I have made a grave error. I have not changed our arena of battle. So there we go. We actually have the proper players up. Cam with 6 strikes, Dan with 7, Laura with 7 as well. All right. So Dan's got whitewater mode ready to go. If he can just get it up the center lane there. Misses the ball, draining. But he set up very well for ball 2. Let's see what Laura can do. Good old Michael Dorn. Shouting it out from our new D&D table. So second verse, same as the first 2. Light the lit shots. Try to go for that unholy stack of 5x multiplier on top of your whitewater.
I forget how do you cycle? You go into the pop.
Yeah, each hit of the pops cycles it, and I think it's just the pops. Or gets a bad bounce off of post. Ending ball 1. Cam gives it quite a bit of juice. Let's see what his next roll pull bonus is. Lit extra ball. Yeah. Now he will not be able to use those, and especially in this game, because there's no way to earn points off of a plunge alone. It needs the flipper. There will be no way that he can increase his score with any skillful plunges from any extra balls. All right. Raft bonus up to 20 now. 20 mil. Gets the river. Now he's got a ×2. Good hard nudge. Trying to save the ball, but loses it with the flip. All right. Ball 2, Dan Purdy ahead of Laura, but they both need the win to stay alive. Second place will not cut it for either Dan or Laura. Oop. Yeah, it's always scary when you don't give it enough juice to get up that center lane, because it is just a saucer back there that'll collect it. And if it rolls back out, it's just toast in the center unless you are throwing the machine over your leg. But Dan starts whitewater mode, gets the beautiful call, so he is going to be trying to make the most of this. Gets one jackpot, loses a ball, and the kickback saves it, so he's playing in a 2-ball multi-ball now. Advances a ramp, can't quite get the jackpot yet. Ball down the drain. Oh, manages to get a last-second jackpot as the mode was finishing up, sitting at 66. So if he can keep locking balls, he will be able to start the mode again. I don't exactly know, because there is sometimes a forgiving period where if you relock a ball after your whitewater mode, it will just start the 3-ball multi-ball again. But Dan's trying to make it up with points on Raft's and Bigfoot's bluff. So to start the hot foot mode, it's these 2 stand-up targets here, hit them enough times to qualify, and then Dan is shooting this Bigfoot jackpot ramp. Just really rocking it. Personally, I think it is a very easy... It's a far easier shot, in my opinion, than the whitewater jackpot over there. He's sitting at a cool 112 mil. Oh, lovely. Gets a little camera. Take some photos of Bigfoot. Mystery Wizard awards him 6 mil. So he started Boulder Bash now. That's a mode where the boulders, which are those pop targets that are sitting pretty. Over here, it's a set of 3 of them. Anytime you hit one of those, it's another 500,000. Man. He's got so many pictures of Bigfoot now, he'll make a cryptid convention go wild. Oh! Unlucky bounces on the rubbers for the out lanes. Takes him out. Laura steps up to bat. Both fighting for their life. And I do believe, based off of the ruling with Scott Cersei, extra ball is now lit. Again, not that it does anything. But based off of the ruling that we had earlier, it seems like we will not be playing a runoff for second and third, because if Cam does take it, that means that one person will end up with 1 strike, one person will end up with 2 strikes. Whew. Almost doesn't have enough energy to get over that first little ramp to hit the wave. Laura gets into whirlpool mode on the second one. And now she's hitting the whirlpool challenge, which was that mode that Cam was rocking. Ball 1, his first one. So basically, it's a 2-ball multi-ball where you're trying to make that shot Laura just made for 5 mil. Stack it multiple times until you can get, I think it goes up to 12, but she lost the ball and ending it. Makes it up to the top, goes over a waterfall for the 3rd time. Tries to save it with a couple of nudges, but still goes over the right alley. And now for the most annoying part of Whitewater in tournament play, it is going to keep making you manually plunge it until the ball save expires. So we've got 1 plunge from Laura, 2 plunges from Laura, and it's gonna be 3 plunges from Laura, 4? Oh God. Oh, and it goes for 4. 5. This is truly the worst part of playing this game. A beloved game, an iconic, flowy playfield, refuses to let extra balls die.
I just don't want to overshoot it because it's gonna just come back down. There we go. That should do it. All right.
Surely that's it. Okay. At long last, our personal nightmare is over.
It's not a nightmare.
I personally hate how it really kills the momentum when you're having to sit there and plunge it 6 times.
So when do we tap?
I mean, he already had 5 times during Whitewater, and I feel like that's the point where you're done. You're just like, all right, come out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not that it gives him anything. But I think at this point, he's hit most of the whirlpool challenges. I think he's just kind of shooting to possibly go do Wet Willies. Yeah. Ramp rejects not taking their toll today. Yeah, I mean, Wet Willy's flashing. Ooh! Okay, got his first warning. Is that it? Did he get it? No, it's just a skill shot. I don't know how you start Wet Willy mode. He's got it flashing. Maybe now with the...
I forget exactly. I've gotten into it.
Yeah.
Myself. I just never know how the hell to do it.
Yeah, because he's back around to the whirlpool challenge, which he did ball 1, so... You know, multi-millions are multi-millions, but still, it's more fun to play more modes. All right. Loses it out, but collects a full 7 million on the way out of the mode. That incessant prospector kind of sound continues to play as... Yeah. You're right, 2 extra balls. So we'll be able to collect them. Oh my god. Yeah! Those rejects from that inner orbit and the lane making him fight for his life. Okay. Cam's back into Whitewater.
You can possibly see a billion here. Yeah, this is wild.
I mean,
Already up to 56.
3 in a row!
Man is insane. Let's go,
Just
yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to see.
a machine gun.
Come on, get it. Last one. Yeah, that was nuts. Yep.
There we go.
Yep, we got one last one in. Is that the billion? Yeah,
That's the billion.
Again, the weirdest multi-roll.
3 commas, baby. All right, so now we're in Gold Rush.
I've
Yeah.
never seen this.
Yeah, so as it says on the DMD, every switch in the machine, stand-ups, pops, whatever, are worth $250,000. So this is kind of a sneeze and you'll learn points. Yeah. Man overboard again. That's our time, skill, aim, shot, whatever's flashing. Hit it once for 120. Ooh!
Wait. Oh, okay, that's the actual.
Yeah, so. And now we probably take a 10-minute break while he has to plunge 2 extra balls.
Yeah. That's okay, he got it, so he just has to roll over when it comes back.
Oh yeah, he did get a health bonus, so he actually does get some points here. Now's a good time. I suppose this is the pinball version of like the 7th inning stretch.
Yeah, exactly.
Get up, get yourself a hot dog and a Coke.
Now, Dan has some work to do.
Dan,
So does Warren.
yeah. Yeah, holy heck is right. I was too busy watching the action on the screen. I didn't pay attention to chat at all.
Back.
Practice mindfulness as the cool waves of the ball save wash over your mind.
Jesus. Quoting we fit with that?
Oh no, that's all off the dome. Thank you. I'm nothing if not a laugh and a half. Alright. Yeah. Dan needs 1 billion points in ball 3. He can do it.
I have faith in him.
I mean, I've seen him do it before.
He's just gotta work to it.
Yeah.
Aim for those pops to get it into 5x.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just has to stack it. And save it from any rejects. Our man's overboard on our top left orbit. It's the kickback. Those red targets above the Bigfoot bluff target. Hit each of those once, and that'll re-qualify or re-enable your kickback. So. Oh! Oh wait, Dan's got it back. Dan's got it back. As we it doesn't even auto fire, so there's no reason for us to like shout down the hall.
I'm just doing that because
Yes.
We might have to just pick a different game.
Oh, there we go. I've always been miserable with like reading my lines.
yeah.
Oh, now it's confused? Great. No, that's still ball safe. No, but it didn't give it to me in the shooter lane.
Okay, now
Oh, we've got a missing ball. There we go. A little shy.
Probably just gonna pop it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Flex's 5th waterfall. Still don't know if that gives him anything, but. All right, is this the whirlpool mode that he needs? Extra ball. still needs to hit that left stand-up target in the center to... Oh!
What a robbery!
Both outlanes swirl, having just enough momentum and spin to roll over the left outlane in a heartbreaking tournament end for Dan Murphy.
I realized my Kobe is making it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of green in the on the table. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because I noticed that when it was one Firepower or Blackout or whatever, 'cause both of those have the green top.
A couple of games where
Yeah.
you really see it. Like with D&D, you barely see the display.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I did my best.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I have been fussing with this for far too long.
no. This is it has been an incredible stream. It's been super solid for most of this time. After we got the initial.
Yeah, it wasn't this that caused
Yeah.
it. It was this up here, the stupid router.
Yeah, which
That's
yeah.
that's nothing to do with this. That's
Yeah, that's not our problem. That's the utilities. Yeah. All right, so Laura's got whitewater mode now. All right, down one, but gets one up top. Flipper active, so she can't flip it. Loses the other one to the right outlane, so we're back in regular play, unfortunately. But hey, manages to get the last second redemption jackpot. Well, and especially, whoop! Oh!
Aw,
With that? What is
tragic.
up with that? Do you see? No, it's like Mylar. What the heck? That's some bullshit.
Blaming our playfield now. That Mylar is coming up.
Dan's been talking about that. BBC.
Yeah.
19.
You're right, game. That is an insane record. So I think that brings us to our end with the ruling that we had for Scott.
I think that is it.
Yeah. So if there's no other play, that's Cam with first place, Dan with second, Laura with third, and Scott Cersei with fourth. Waiting for the official numbers. Oh, yeah.
But I mean, a billion.
Yes.
Did it get reset?
May have. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to do your winners announcement over here so I can see
Yeah.
Yep. No, we're going to hand him the mic. We're going to give Dan the mic. We're going to flip this around so that way we can see. Yep. They're around.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Graham showed me where they were. Good light over here?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Here you go. Go ahead.
Alrighty, thank you guys for joining us on the Twitch stream, and thank you guys for coming from far and wide, especially Richmond and Roanoke, to play so much pinball tonight. This was a really fun tournament, as these usually are, one of the better tournaments in town, and yeah, just a great collection of games that we're playing pretty well till the end. And we definitely had some technical issues on Whitewater, but it didn't stop Cam from putting up a massive score and truly earning this first place. So come on over here and get your first place trophy. And Let's read that out again. It's $75 cash, $48 to Decades, $35 to Reclaim, $30 to Seaville Escape Room, $25 to Star Hill, and a day pass to Richmond Pinball Collective. Richmond and Roanoke, I always get them. So, bravo.
I don't need it.
Bravo. Yeah, and I came in second place on Whitewater, so that's $50 cash, $48 to Decades, $35 to Reclaim, $30 to Charlottesville Escape Room, $25 to Final Gravity, and a day pass to RPC. Woohoo! Very happy for that. Nice. And in third place is the lovely Laura Fraley, $25 cash, $24 to Decades, $35 to Reclaim, and others.
25 to Star Hill. There's other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah. So we've got the podium finishers here that made it to the final round. And we had 3 players eliminated in the penultimate round. And 2 of those players ended up with 9 strikes. And Scott Searcy was the player that ended up with 8 strikes exactly. So 4th place does go to Scott Searcy, who dipped out to get back to Richmond. So Laura's going to make sure Scott gets his prize money as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And you know Lindsay's going to want the picture.
Oh, yes, the picture. Yep. So let's go ahead and mug for the picture.
Should I get over here in the third
Oh, yeah,
place
yeah.
position?
I guess we don't have to hold up fingers since she
Well, I'll
put
still,
the.
I'll still do it.
Envelope out.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Make sure it's the right envelope.
Bam. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Yeah, this is great playing. Great playing, Cam. Laura, well done.
Good job. Well done.
Last play with y'all as always.
And I'm going to go get a razor blade right now and trim that Mylar. Good Lord. That was some bullshit.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon for the 4th annual John Breen Memorial Charity Pinball Tournament. It was all donated to a good cause, going to the Ronald McDonald House Charity here in Charlottesville, Virginia. And we will see you all again for next year. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for doing so much commentary today. You did a great job. I appreciate you stepping in whilst I was doing a bunch of other things.
You were keeping the show running, so that's way more important.
Yeah,
than
the back end.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I appreciate you all, and we will